Late breaking news first right here on the WHAS11 night team tonight. A woman arrested in connection with the killing of a Metro Corrections officer. Police say she witnessed it all. Hello everybody and thank you for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Metro Police say she admitted to her part in the death of Corrections officer Michael Wetta. Police have charged 35-year-old Christy Brumley with murder and tampering with physical evidence, but they say she's not the killer. Charging documents say Brumley brought Wetta to the location on Cedar Street where the shooting occurred. They say she was there when Wetta was shot by a known co-defendant, then left the location, taking Wetta's car and cell phone. Police say that while today's arrest is a significant progress in this case, the work is still not over. Wetta's body was found in an alleyway off Cedar Street near South 28th on February 16th. He joined the ranks at LMDC, graduating from the Training Academy in November of 2024. Police have not announced any additional arrests, but the investigation is ongoing. If you can help detectives, that anonymous tip line is 574 LMPD. Also tonight here on the night team, the former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin has an emergency protective order on him that's now been extended, and he can no longer have any contact with his adopted son. It was a victory in family court today for 18-year-old Jonah Bevin, who claimed abuse while he was living with the Bevins in Anchorage, and that Matt Bevin used him for political gain as he was Kentucky governor. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieterer talked to Jonah's attorney tonight. And Alex, what are the next steps for young Jonah now that the case has been settled?
Well, his lawyer did say tonight that Jonah can now breathe and he's able to settle down. Jonah has said that his adopted parents have caused him pain and trauma, and he wanted to hold them accountable. And now that the settlement has been reached, the adoptive son of the former Kentucky governor says he just wants to help other kids who may be going through the same thing.
Y'all tried to hide things and did things in a very shady way.
Jonah Bevin's message to his adopted parents, former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin and his ex-wife Glenna Bevin.
I mean, you're going to get your consequences for it.
Words he shared in an interview with WHAS 11 earlier this month, sitting next to children's rights attorney Dawn Post. The two filed a police report against his adoptive parents, claiming the Bevins abandoned him at an abusive boarding school in Jamaica, which was later raided after signs of abuse and neglect were found.
It's very important for him to have had his voice heard in all of this.
A settlement has now been reached in family court, extending an executive protective order against Matt Bevin for 6 months, meaning he can't contact Jonah. He also can't own a gun. If the former governor violates the EPO, he'll be arrested. After the EPO expires, an order of protection will be put into place.
Make sure that Jonah is secure, that he's safe, that he will no longer face any repercussions.
The settlement also states that the former governor must hand over all documents he has pertaining to Jonah's birth family.
And as the judge put on the record, this shouldn't even have to be part of the settlement. This should be just done for common decency, human decency, to ensure that this young man knows his family.
The EPO against Jonah's adoptive mother, Glenna, was dropped, but she was placed under a civil restraining order. She shared this statement. This situation has been extremely difficult and painful for our entire family. I'm glad it's over and the case filed against me is dismissed. I love my children and want what's best for all of them. Moving forward, Jonah says he wants to help others.
There's other kids besides me that are struggling. It's not just me.
He is very much aware that because of his family's name and because of the political history that he is in the news, but all these other abandoned adoptees, their stories are not in the news. So he hopes to make sure to bring voice to their experience as well.
Now, Post told me tonight that the attorneys will now negotiate a timeline for when the former governor needs to turn over those birth family documents to Jonah. In studio, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 night team, on your side.
Alex, thank you very much. We're checking in with Chief Meteorologist Mallory Schnell here tonight on the night team. And Mallory, it's been getting low down to the 30s again after it's been warming up. Is that going to happen again tonight?
Yes, it does look like we'll have overnight lows in the 30s, so you'll need that warmer jacket tomorrow morning and potentially the morning after that as well. Right now, taking a look at today's almanac, we did start off at 47, so it wasn't too bad this morning, but only made it up to 57. That was due to the cloud cover that kept moving in and out from the northwest. You can see our average high is 62, so we were about 5 degrees below normal, but we'll be closer to that climate normal by tomorrow afternoon before a warmer really weather pattern moves in for Friday and the weekend. Current temperature is getting a little chilly out there in the 40s, feeling cooler with that northwest wind. Max HG radar showing the intermittent showers that we had throughout your Tuesday continuing to push off to the east. So now we're just dealing with a mix of clouds out there. Here's the next disturbance that will be riding this northwest wave here, moving from northwest to southeast. That's kept those light rain chances around yesterday and today as well. We could see a few of those sprinkles by tomorrow morning, but all in all, we're expecting partly cloudy skies. And yes, a chilly night. Temperatures dropping down into the 30s all across Kentuckiana as you wake up and head out the door tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, those highs, as I mentioned, right near climate normals. That will put us in the upper 50s and lower 60s across the area. By tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at partly to mostly sunny skies with a few sprinkles possible. I will let you know when those high temperatures in the 70s return to the forecast. That's coming up in just a bit.
Mallory, thank you very much. A Louisville Mexican restaurant is defending itself after a drunk driver hit and killed a pedestrian. Police say that driver was overserved at that restaurant. The incident happened in October of last year. Metro ABC says Victoria Mexican restaurant has 3 violations: selling beverages to an intoxicated person, disorderly premises, and failure to keep records. An ABC detective testified at a hearing alleging a server sold Victor Dominguez a number of beers equivalent to 19.5 standard beer bottles. The detective says that added up to $211 in drinks. The owner offered a defense through an interpreter.
Serving somebody 32-ounce Modelo's to the point of definite intoxication, continually doing that, as well as pouring yourself drinks. Okay. You've now turned this restaurant bar into a hazard. It's a safety hazard.
That would never happen. That would have never happened if I was there. I've had more problems not serving people alcohol while there than serving people alcohol.
Dominguez facing charges operating a motor vehicle under the influence for the crash that happened in the Hikes Point neighborhood. The ABC hearing officer is expected to officially rule on the liquor license within 2 months. Residents at a downtown Louisville apartment building say they are living in terrible conditions and their landlords are ignoring it. This is The View, a third apartment building at the corner of 3rd Street and Guthrie. Residents spoke with our focus team complaining of mold, no heat, or running water. The building has been fined nearly $5,000 since July. Metro Codes and Regulations says not $1 of that has been paid.
It's unsafe here, man, for real, man. Like, cause people can't even bring their kids here, man. Like,
are the issues of this property and are issuing citations in accordance with Chapter 156. Our team is inspecting the property twice a week and documenting any violations. We have received no comment yet from the property owner or the manager. New tonight at 11 o'clock, the city is looking for your input on transforming a portion of Southern Parkway. The city wants to transform the 4-lane historic street between West Woodlawn Avenue and Kentucky 1865 into a 3-lane roadway with 1 travel lane in each direction and a center 2-way left turn lane. The project also calls for additional lighting. The session is scheduled to hear your feedback April 9th at 6 o'clock at the Beachmont Community Center on West Wellington Avenue. It is National Youth Violence Prevention Week, and tonight the Office of Safe and Healthy Neighborhoods in Louisville, along with community youth, got together to talk about keeping their families and friends safe. WHAS11 night team photojournalist Emma Gefter was there.
I can, I will, and I must.
We go through the motions with the youth these days. It's not like we used to be when I was in school. But nowadays they have to watch their back 24/7.
I'm seeing trauma firsthand. I'm seeing youth get shot. I'm seeing houses broken into. I'm seeing cars get stolen. I'm constantly seeing so many youth who die.
We deal with ages 11 to 17. We see a little bit of everything. I try to create a space for them to get out of the violence, something positive.
Violence is something that should be talked about because a lot of people in like the Smoketown area have either been shot at or like know somebody that's been shot at.
I want to let people know that the purpose of this is to gain a deep understanding of youth violence in the community.
It breaks my heart because like that person could be gone. Like they could be with you one day and then be gone the next. You never know. The more people of my age group that are not out in the streets and like coming together and being a family in the community would be better for the community as a whole.
But it's like, I feel like the work isn't done. It's like every day we save somebody, we lose another person. And so I don't know how to solve that.
I just feel like if you get people in the schools that actually care and find out what's behind that problem that the kid's having, like whether he's a fighter, that's one of the reasons why we push so hard for our after-school program. Education, ESS, after-school program, we try to do a study hall, a little bit of everything to try to make them not only better outside of school, but while they're in school as well.